Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Kenya Political Brief. From onset, ama kulingana na venye maneno iko, Kalonzo Musyoka will be the presidential candidate of opposition. And now, in this video, let's look at the winning formula. Which formula are they going to use to win? And to remember that, in last election, William Samoei Ruto won the election, but his formula ilikuwa to have the Kikuyu nation and the Kalenjin nation, alafu the rest of the country watampea moja moja, then ataongeza, then he will win that election. And now Rigathi Gachagua has come up with something that we normally call tyranny of numbers. And Rigathi Gachagua is concentrating on these three regions that we need to talk about in this video. Region number one that Rigathi is concentrating to is called the Western region, Ukambani region, and the Mount Kenya region. Those regions are huge, and those regions has real number, not even perceived. Hizo ziko na numbers. Let's take for example, we start with the Western Kenya region. In Western Kenya region, we have now George Natembeya and the one that called Eugene Wamalwa. And still Halwale is also boarding the George Natembeya vehicle. Kumaanisha in the entire region, if this team can really bring only 70% on table, then Western region will be locked. And now, Kalonzo Musyoka may settle to George Natembeya as the running mate. And you know, running mate also in the other camp of William Samoei Ruto must come from Western region. So if Kalonzo Musyoka will settle to George Natembeya, so the question is, William Samoei Ruto atachukuliwa nani? And the remaining two, Wetangula and Musalia Mudavadi, hao wameisha. So it remains that Western is now locked. And from onset, we all understand that this region number two that we need to discuss, it's normally called the mountain region. The mountain region is now done and dusted with William Samoei Ruto. Hatuwezi tegemea chochote that mlima itapeana William Samoei Ruto in 2027. Let's be realistic. This region voted to William Samoei Ruto to man. Yani walimpigia kura almost all of them. And from that, William Samoei Ruto went ahead and impeached their son, Rigathi Gachagua, sent him back home. The guy who mobilized the ground. When William Samoei Ruto impeached Rigathi Gachagua embarked on consolidating his region. And Rigathi Gachagua ensured that the mountain was behind him. And now there is no way of William Samoei Ruto anaweza penya aingie Mount Kenya. Not once or twice. Moses Kuria has confirmed that Rigathi Gachagua indeed has locked the mountain. And now they are waiting on the ballot. Of late, umeona how Rigathi Gachagua is talking. They made a mistake. And they really want to correct that mistake on a ballot box. That is 2027. Meaning that when you take the vote from the Western Kenya region, then the mountain gives Kalonzo, let me say like 80% the way they give William Samoei Ruto last election. The election will be already done. Now let's go to the last region. This region is called the Ukambani region. And Ukambani region, hapo sasa ndio tuko na presidential candidate. And you remember that all Ukambani region has been loyal to one man. That man was Raila Amolo Odinga. And they, whenever walikuwa na Kalonzo, they used to vote. Kura zao zote walikuwa napea Kalonzo. When we go back to the last election, Kalonzo Musyoka was not even given deputy president position, or rather the running mate position, but still Ukambani region voted to man, place ambayo Kalonzo alikuwa. In that means wakapigia Raila Amolo Odinga. So to mean that when you take the Western region, then the mountain and the Ukambani region, those votes are roughly around 10 million. If they vote, those votes are around 10 million. Western is the second voting block. Let's say that 4 million wanaweza pigia Kalonzo Musyoka, then tukikuja in mountain region tuseme they will be like 5 million, then we get the 2 million from Ukambani. We find that already the win is there. So this formation, they have now realized that this is now using the tyranny of numbers. There is one region that someone may ask, umacha wapi Kisii? Or rather Matiang'i uko wapi in this formation? Let's look at, Matiang'i is with Jubilee Party. And Mountain viewed Jubilee Party as the red wheelbarrow. Or this is the wheelbarrow that William Samoei Ruto is using to divide the mountain. And we have seen that from Jeremiah Kioni. Jeremiah Kioni has been attacking Rigathi Gachagua right, left, and center. There is no way Kioni will be attacking Rigathi Gachagua and again Kioni will be on the loyal opposition. That maybe he can reconcile baadaye, but for now Rigathi Gachagua and Kioni has never shared a podium. So from that indication, it's clear that this three region is what opposition is going to concentrate to. And from the last meeting that they have had, one man was missing, and you all understand that was Matiang'i, meaning Matiang'i is not boarding their vehicle anymore. And they have crafted this three region, and they will ensure that they will campaign fully so that the voters may be convinced to come out and vote in large number. Another added advantage to Kalonzo Musyoka is that Kalonzo Musyoka has been supporting Raila Amolo Odinga all the way. Kumaanisha, if Kalonzo go to the Luo region and convince the Luos, or rather the Luo Nyanza in the coastal, that I'm on the ballot and I have been supporting this region, have been voting for me together with Raila Amolo Odinga, so ni mimi nimekuja kuomba kura. He can easily get the votes when he go alone rather than compared to William Samoei Ruto, even though atame kila mtu but now the people will decide and when people decide, they're likely going to lean with Kalonzo Musyoka. That is my take, guys. Drop your thoughts in the comment section. I'll be doing my best to read it and giving you a response. And with that, guys, peace and love. And with that, guys, thank you for choosing Kenya Political Brief as your primary news platform, more so on politics. Kindly please share this video to a friend. If politics is your passion, this is the place you really wish to be. Kindly subscribe. Bye bye.